This video is sponsored by Audible. Go to audible.com/cow or text the word cow to 500-500 to get 3 months of Audible for just $6.95 a month.
Jordan's messages.
Let me tell you guys something. Some days you get a messages intro, and some days, let's get to the messages. Hi Jordan, I've been trying dating apps for a long time now. I don't know if it's because I've set up a bad profile or because of a lack of interest, but matches are rare for me, very rare. What's even rarer is getting a message from a girl I match with, even if I send a message first. So believe me when I say I don't want to unmatch with someone on something trivial like not being able to hold a basic conversation. That being said, a few weeks ago, I matched with a girl on a dating app and she messaged me first. It was just a simple, hey. But again, given my desire to not unmatch and my genuine interest in the girl I matched with, I tried to start a conversation. It started out fine. I sent her a message and she responded. But when I messaged her back, she didn't reply to it for almost a week. When she did reply, it was again just a simple, hey. Okay, this is not. I tried asking her another question, but the same thing happened, and now I'm starting to get frustrated. He reached out to a bot. That's who it was, okay? It's embarrassing. It's happened to all of us. I really don't want to unmatch with her, but I don't know what else to say to her. Should I keep trying? What should I endless stage of? Please help. Look, alright, Josh, I don't have any experience on dating apps, okay? They didn't exist.
Yeah.
They didn't exist.
Why I don't know either. I thought you were going to ask me.
Oh.
I don't know.
He doesn't know.
I've been out of the dating scene longer than you have.
Look, okay, this is so true. What was I thinking? What would you know?
Probably is a bot.
It's probably a bot, and that's all you got. You got a bot. It's fine. One thing I don't understand about this, Josh. What do they mean by I don't want to unmatch? Okay, this shows how out of the times I am. Everybody knows they're making fun of me.
So, I think that when you both swipe right.
So they're talking about.
Then it says, hey.
What is it? Tinder.
Tinder.
Not Tumblr.
It puts you into a chat portal where you can start chatting.
A different dimension.
And I think you could leave that chat portal. And then it's over.
Oh, they can't get to you. Profile.
It's over. They can't get to you now. So he doesn't want to close the window.
Jeez, man, I can see how that is the ultimate form of rejection. My advice, if this truly is a fuzzle, if this truly is Tinder, I have tons of friends on Tinder. And you know what? Not one of them has been in a meaningful relationship from Tinder. Not one of them, okay? It's sad. They just sit there and they swipe right all day long. They don't care what they are, who they are. They go into the other dimension, the portal. There's nothing comes out of it, okay? These are all sad excuses for apps. They're well made, I'm sure. But it's all for these one-night stands, Josh. I hate to say it on messages. I hate to say it on messages, but it's true. It's true. Dear Jordan and Josh, for the past 21 years of my life, which is all of it, I have been the girl repellent of my society when it comes to romance. Tons of female friends. No luck with girls liking me romantically. That was until this morning. My sister, who lives 9 hours away from me, texted me this morning and said her 22-year-old friend thinks I'm super cute and wanted me to have her number. And she's a Christian. Only problem is, I made a covenant with God in September not to pursue any relationship or dates so I can focus on my relationship with Jesus. This person cannot have this both ways. They've done this to themselves. But man, this situation literally never happens. It's as if all the planets align just right, except for the 9 hours away part. Is this a sign from God to end the covenant early, or is this a test? Alright. Look, alright, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend to have the mind of God or anything like that, alright? But if you're, look, okay, let's just be honest, let's be real, let's put this into plain terms. If you're sitting in your room alone and you're praying, God, I am making a covenant for you right here, right now, that I will not be in a relationship so I can focus on Jesus. Okay, I'm not making fun, this is a very real thing. What if that's not... What if that wasn't in God's plan? What if his way of having you focus on him wasn't to not have a relationship with a girl? What if that was gonna help you in some way? I mean, you're
just willy-nilly gonna blow off a promise to the
right.
Lord?
You're gonna I see what you're saying, Josh. I see what you're saying. They're not gonna willy-nilly blow off a promise, but what if it was a promise that never should have been made? Okay? What if God is up there and he's like, why are you doing this? This doesn't even make sense with what was gonna happen. Now, I'm not saying that this girl who's 9 hours away, Josh, is like God's calling on his life. Okay, what do I know? Maybe it is, maybe it's not. Again, I'm not God.
Probably not.
It's probably not though. But look, when will you know when the covenant is over? Like, how are you gonna find out?
Maybe they're closer to God now. Maybe it worked.
Right, maybe the only way you will know that the covenant is gone is when God actually tells you it is over. Like, you won't ever know when the covenant is broken until look, I know that this covenant is important to you because you feel like you're going back on your word. But maybe, how do I say this without seeming like a total heretic? Maybe you should, I don't know how to end this, Josh. Now look, guys, chances are you're gonna spend tons of time in the car over the holidays. You gotta go to all those Christmas parties, drive to your family's house they live forever away. And this is exactly why you need to check out Audible. It gives you something to listen to while you're doing nothing, traveling by car, plane, boat. You can listen on any device, anytime, anywhere, at your home, at the gym, on your commute, anywhere. They've got an unbeatable selection of audiobooks to choose from, and each month you get 3 titles. 1 audiobook and 2 Audible originals you can't hear anywhere else. You'll even enjoy easy audiobook exchanges, rollover credits, and an audiobook library that you will have forever, even if you cancel. An audiobook I really enjoyed was Up From Slavery by Booker T. Washington. It's a really inspiring story about a man who came up from slavery and started one of the most prestigious institutes in the South. Now here's where it gets real juicy, because for a limited time, you can get Audible for 3 months for just $6.95 a month. That's more than half off the regular price, guys. And again, each month you get an audiobook of your choice and 2 Audible originals. That's 3. Merry Christmas to you. How about this Christmas, give yourself the gift of listening. And while you're at it, think about giving the gift of Audible to somebody on your list. For more information, go to audible.com/cow or text cow to 500-500. Again, 3 months of Audible for just $6.95 a month. It's amazing. Go to audible.com/cow or text cow to 500-500. Josh just told me that this next one is pretty heavy. Hi, Jordan. I don't know how my voice inflection on this one. Hi, Jordan. My issue is with my old youth pastor. Even though he is no longer my youth pastor, he still comes and talks to me every Sunday, which would be sweet if he didn't insist on hugging me every single time we talk. He always goes in for a full frontal hug, which makes me a little uncomfortable. I mean, he is a 30-plus-year-old man, and I'm a 17-year-old girl. Not only does he hug me when he greets me, he will often laugh and touch my arm, pull me in for side hugs if I say something vaguely funny, and hug me again at the end of the conversation. Also, the way he talks to me is always a really creepy mix of flirty but patronizing. But I think he thinks he's just being a caring youth leader. It's gotten to the point that I see him heading in for a hug, and I will awkwardly twist away from him, but he will still attempt to hug me. He clearly has zero self-awareness because I am really not subtle. I never initiate conversation with him, but it's a small church, so it's pretty hard to avoid him completely. I know other girls in my youth have found him uncomfortable over the years as well, but I am one of the only teenagers left at my parents' church now, so I'm kind of on my own. If it was anyone else, I would just tell him it makes me uncomfortable, but he is an extremely defensive person. I've known him my whole life, and my parents agree he's incapable of... Okay. There needs to be a confrontation from this, and it doesn't need to be from you. This is what's the most disturbing part about this. It almost feels like the people around you kind of see what's happening, but nobody is doing anything about it. Like, this isn't your fault. This is like the adults' fault in the situation. Like, the adults around you, you need to tell your parents, and your parents need to have a confrontation. This is a 30-year-old man, okay? You're 17-year-old. You don't need to be having this conversation with this guy. Stop hugging me. Your parents need to have this conversation, or somebody else in the church. You need to completely stay out of this, and honestly, never talk to this guy again. And I'm dead serious. I'm not even kidding. I'm dead serious. This guy is coming in on a 17-year-old full frontal hugs being super creepy and like, you know what I'm saying? I'm being dead serious. You need to not talk to this guy again. The only person that needs to talk to this person is you're 17, is your parents, okay? Your parents need to have a conversation with this guy and say, look, you need to stop. You need to actually maybe just, if you're gonna keep doing this, just not come back, okay? Because if you're gonna do this to like 17-year-old girls, this is a serious issue, okay? And you need to have an intervention for you. And if people aren't gonna take this seriously, then maybe we should leave. That's what I'm talking about, John. That's the extent of the situation that I'm saying.
Throwing it down.
I'm throwing it down. That was the hand motion, Justin. He's throwing it down. Okay? I'm dead serious. This needs to happen. Hi, Jordan. So there is this girl named Mary that I really like, but whenever I get the chance to tell her how I feel, I get nervous and chicken out. I finally decided to write her a letter explaining my feelings for her. I asked my best friend to deliver it to her, and he did, or so I thought. The next time I saw her, she acted like nothing ever happened, so I asked her about it. Oh no, that was his first mistake. She said she never received the letter. Disappointed at my friend's unreliability, I told her exactly what the letter had said. She said she reciprocated my feelings and everything was perfect. Later that same day, I met another girl I know, whose name is also Mary, and discovered to my horror that my friend had mistakenly delivered my letter to her instead. The worst part is she also likes me. Not wanting to hurt her feelings or embarrass her, I told her that she shouldn't rush or that we shouldn't rush anything, and should just pray about it for now. That's like the worst God card you could play. It's like such a,
Why don't we just pray?
Yeah, let's pray. I don't want to break either of their hearts, but I also don't want to start seeing both of them behind the other's back. Please help me figure out what you have to realize about this person is look, have they lied to an extent to the second Mary that they don't actually like? Yes, of course they've lied. They have done this because they are so distraught at how their good name has been thrown into the dirt by this friend who delivered the message to the wrong person that they are willing, Josh, they're willing to go out with this person behind the other Mary's back who they actually like. Look, this is a classic example, guys. This is a classic example of somebody when they mess up that they just keep trying to mess up to make their name not be as bad as it once was, but the whole time, Josh, they're making it worse and worse and worse and worse. That's exactly what this is. Look, you need to cut this off as soon as possible. You need to go to Mary and say, look, did I play the God card on you by saying that I need to pray? Of course I did. I apologize. I do not like you, my friend, who will never speak to again, who gave it the wrong message to you. It is their fault. I am sorry. Look, I would even say it's okay to maybe throw your friend under the bus a little bit. Just slightly, not really tossing them, but you might trip them under the bus. Look, it's gonna hurt her, but at the end of the day, it's not you who hurt her, it's your friend who hurt her I mean, you could have been a little more specific, probably, but oh well. Look, okay, very rarely have I ever been this serious on messages. The 17-year-old with the 30-year-old creepy dude, really, this needs to end today. You need to talk to somebody today about this, okay? Or else I'm not gonna be able to fall asleep at night. Unless I know for a fact that I stress this enough to you that this needs to be over today and you never need to think about this again, I will not be able to sleep. Talk to your parents immediately, okay? I'm done with this situation. I'm done with this guy, this creepy dude. He's over. He's done.
You don't ever want to think about
I don't ever want to think about him again, and I'm going to if you do not talk to him. So, no, don't talk to him if you do not talk to your parents about it. Do it for me, at least. Okay, please. Don't be messy. And leave good messages. Please talk to the guy. No, to your parents, not the parent!